Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're getting ready for the Maharashtra Board 12th chemistry exam, you've come to the perfect place. Today, we are going to crack the code on this exam, turning that mountain of a syllabus into a clear, manageable plan. Let's get right into it. Look, it's the question on every student's mind, right? You've got 16 chapters, a 70-mark paper, it's a lot. And studying smart isn't just a good idea, it's everything. This explainer is your roadmap, showing you exactly where to focus your energy to get the best possible score. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll get the big picture on how the marks are split up. Then, we'll zero in on the chapters that will give you the most points. After that, we're going to decode the question paper itself. And finally, we'll tie it all together into a solid study strategy. Okay, first things first. We have to understand the layout of the land. Before you can create a winning strategy, you need to know how the points are spread out across the different areas of chemistry. This is step one. And look, we're not just guessing here. We are going straight to the source. What you're looking at is the official chapter-wise mark distribution, straight from the Maharashtra State Board. This is the real deal, the data that's going to shape our entire plan. So this is where it gets really interesting. When we look at the total marks with options, which adds up to 98, you can see right away that things are not evenly split. Physical chemistry is the absolute heavyweight champion here, making up almost 40% of all the potential marks. Organic and inorganic are pretty close, and applied chemistry is the smallest piece. So what's the big takeaway? Simple. Where you spend your time has to match where the marks are. Okay, so we've seen the big picture. Now it's time to zoom in. We're going from the broad sections to these specific chapters that give you the biggest bang for your buck. Where are the points hiding? And here they are. This just lays it out so clearly. You've got 3 chapters, each from one of the main branches, inorganic, physical, and organic, all tied for the top spot with a massive 8 marks each. If you can master just these 3, you're building an incredibly strong foundation. Now let's turn that into a real hit list. These are your top 5 chapters to prioritize. We actually have 4 chapters worth 8 marks each, and then electrochemistry right behind with 7 marks. Now get this. Together, these 5 chapters make up 39 out of 98 total optional marks. That's nearly 40% of the entire paper's potential just from these 5 chapters alone. Knowing what to study is only half the battle, right? Now we need to figure out how they're going to test you. Understanding the structure of the question paper is like getting a copy of the rulebook before the game even starts. It's a huge advantage. And yeah, once again, we're not messing around with rumors. This is the official stuff. These documents show the entire structure, from the general instructions all the way to how each section is broken down. This tells us exactly what to expect in that 3-hour window. So let's break this down. Your 70-mark paper is split into 4 parts. Section A is all about getting those quick wins, MCQs and one-liners. No choices. But here's the kicker. Look at sections B, C, and D. You've got choices. You get to pick which questions to answer. And that is where your smart studying really pays off, because you can play to your strengths. Okay, listen up, because this is a super important detail that's easy to miss. For the multiple choice questions, only your first attempt counts. That means if you write something, cross it out, and write a new answer, they're only going to look at the first one. The bottom line is you've got to be sure before you write it down. Now let's talk about one specific type of question that I know a lot of you worry about, numericals. The official paper format gives us a huge clue right here. It says flat out that they will be worth 12 to 15 marks. That's not a suggestion. It's baked into the design of the exam. So what does 12 to 15 marks actually mean? It means about 20% of your entire paper. That's a huge chunk. It tells you that you simply cannot get a top score if you're not comfortable with the math from chapters like solid state, solutions, and electrochemistry. You've got to practice them. All right, we've done the deep dive. We've looked at the mark distribution, we've found the most important chapters, and we've decoded the paper itself. We have all the pieces of the puzzle. Now it's time to put it all together into a winning strategy. So here it is, your entire game plan boiled down. Start with the heavy-hitting chapters, especially that top 5 list. Make sure you set aside specific time just for practicing numerical problems. And get so familiar with the paper pattern that you can use those choices in sections B, C, and D to your absolute advantage. And of course, practice, 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 writing answers to nail your timing on the big day. So there you have it. The code is cracked. It's not a mystery anymore, is it? You have the official blueprint, you know the key areas to focus on, and you understand the rules of the game. The path to a great score is right in front of you. So the only question left is, what's your first move going to be?